it's SimValera, and welcome to Let's Build Winter Wonderland. Now, last Saturday, I made an attempt to hold a live stream, and that was a big failure, a disaster to be completely honest. And because of that, because I wasn't able to hold a live stream on Saturday, instead what we're gonna do is we're gonna build this Winter Wonderland City here on YouTube together, just like as usually. So yes, sorry for that. I mean I tried, and it was my first ever live stream, and that was a fail. So yeah, sorry for that. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna make a beautiful winter city here today, and as usually, it's going to be a combination of like all the different like districts and style, just like we usually do on Let's Design series, where like all the different styles of districts and etc. And right here we're working on a somewhat downtown area, if we can say. We will have lots of skyscrapers, and look at this beautiful Expo center. Yeah, it was made by I'm not sure how to pronounce the name, but as usual, links in the description to all the mods, and as well as to this beautiful Expo center. I believe it comes from Paris, France, I believe. So yes, in the description you can check all the beautiful stuff. But yeah, over here we'll have lots of skyscrapers and all this, like, I don't know, I guess we can call this like a central business district over here. And yeah, and because we are trying to make this beautiful winter city, because it is it is almost Christmas and it is December, so I thought it is appropriate to, as always this time of the year, to create a winter city. So I have lots of these trees, pine trees, and covered in snow, and all the different kinds of trees and bushes covered in snow, and like, yeah. And I have this map again in the description, you can check it out. Not sure how, I don't remember how it's called, but I guess Sleepy Valley or something. Yeah, and yeah, it's covered in snow as well, so it is all appropriate for our Winter Wonderland theme. I already, as you can see, I already made like a basic road layout over here, and made all the necessary connections so we don't waste time on that, and made all the necessary services like water pipes and sewage and all this stuff, so we don't waste our time. Here I put in this interesting looking train station. I probably didn't do a good job in terms of putting this train station, because yeah, the idea is, you see there is this little picture that shows that you can have a bunch of these terminals, or how do you call them, and yeah, but I didn't really figure out how, and I didn't really have time to figure out how, so instead we'll have just this one. I mean, I don't think that it is a problem, because it looks beautiful, and let's just have one of these. And the reason why I've chosen this train station is because it has this ending. You see, it doesn't have, it like ends there. It doesn't have like the further connection on the other side. It's like, it's the is this Winter Wonderland collection, yeah, in the description, Winter Wonderland collection, in which there are these beautiful little buildings, little houses, European looking, and they are covered in snow. The roofs are covered in snow, so it is like perfectly they fit our theme perfectly, this Winter Wonderland theme. And yeah, so because of that, we will have a bunch of these European looking, covered in snow buildings. And again, it's like a combination of different styles. So over here we have this like European town, European district, and yeah, before we walked in our downtown area where we have these high-rise buildings, and we'll have like I don't think we will have any big apartments. So yeah, the residential area will consist of these European houses for the most part. And yeah, but let's not forget about city services as well. I mean, it was a little bit tricky, a little bit hard to, you know, because to put buildings, to choose what buildings to put, because we want to put some buildings that don't have greenery, that don't have like these huge green trees, and yeah, because it is like snow here. Winter here, I'm sorry, because it is like winter here and everything is covered under snow. So yeah, I was trying to find the buildings that are like don't have lots of bushes and trees and stuff. But it was hard. Look at this university. I mean, it has some trees on the backyard and inside. So yeah, but because I use this winter color correction, yeah, I guess that's what it's called, winter color correction, because of that all the green looks black. Like if you put a green tree here, it will be of a darker shade, almost like black. And yeah, and so it doesn't really look green. And we can always cover them with bunch of these white trees that we have. So I guess it's not that much of a problem. As you can see, I had a horrible time trying to put this Flatrion building. That's what it's called, Flatrion. Yeah, I mean, marvelously looking, and it really fits our. I mean, it would be really appropriate here because it is tall on the one side, and on the other hand, it doesn't have greenery, and it has this European look, right? So I felt like it would be a good idea to put it here, but I couldn't find a spot for it. It's just simple as that. I just couldn't find a good place for it, so we're not gonna have it here. Sorry. But that's what we get. That's what we do. What do you do? If you can't find an appropriate place, oh well. Next time we will use it somewhere. So yeah. And again, let's not forget about the city services. So I put a hospital, and I've already put a bunch of schools, like elementary and high school and a university. And here at first I tried to zone some high density residential, but you see, before starting the recording, I created two district themes, one of which is for this European looking winter buildings, snowy, covered under snow buildings, and the other district that consists of this international buildings, but like which don't have much of greenery and which are of whiter shade, I guess. So which, like, you know, I was looking for the buildings that have maybe like white roofs, or just the buildings that are of white color. But that was difficult, and at first I've chosen like some buildings that are like white, and you see, but they were just, it was kind of like repetitive, because I wasn't able to find lots of buildings that are like of white color. So you see, and we have these similar looking buildings, and it was becoming kind of boring. So later I will allow all the kinds of buildings to pop up here, and I mean, it's not going to be a problem. You'll see. So it will all look good, but yeah, that's what I was trying to do. But anyway, here you see we have this avenue. I mean, again, pre-built off camera, but yeah, at least we don't waste time on our road layouts here. I've already made this interesting looking, I believe, road layout. And so yeah, we have this avenue, and in between these one-way roads I put this trees, again, snowy trees covered under snow. Yeah, but these are not pine trees. These are like more like, I don't know. I don't know how the trees are called, the different types. Maybe like it's a birch. I don't know. So covered under snow trees. And here in the middle of the roundabout we put this like tree without leaves. Yeah. So, and a bunch of bushes, again covered under snow. Not really covered under snow. This is actually a bush. These are actually bushes with white flowers, but they look like snowy. So these white flowers look like snow. So it's all good. Now let's go back to our expo center. Oh, I think it is an expo center, but I'm not sure as always. And let's just surround it with some pedestrian paths. Now, it was a little bit confusing for me in order to when I put this pedestrian path, because you see we have this winter city, and so I guess, oh my god, I totally forgot about this skate ring. You see, I put the skate ring over here, beautiful looking skate ring, but I didn't like the place that I put it, and so I deleted it. And I was thinking that, okay, I will put it later, this skating ring, but it didn't happen. Nope, I just forgot about it. Oh, yeah, but yeah, you see, we won't, yeah, I won't be able to finish the city, by the way, in this video, so I will finish off camera, and then later I will provide you with an overlook with the finished project. But yeah, so anyway, so I was talking about what was confusing is that this is winter city and everything covered under snow. Look at this beautiful fountain, and everything is kind of covered under snow. So I guess the pedestrian paths and lots of pavement is out of view, so we can't really see where the paths are because there is lots of snow, right? But yeah, so because of that, I was not sure whether or not I need to put pedestrian paths. So because the idea is like everything is covered under snow, but at the same time it felt like the city lacks some details, because I mean, okay, everything is covered under snow, but it looks like empty space like everywhere. So yeah, we will have just a few pedestrian paths here. Anyway, you see, I put a beautiful fountain in the middle of the roundabout. Yeah, and now we put these skyscrapers again that don't have green trees near them. Yeah, most of them don't have green trees near them. So that's what we need. And yeah, and let's just continue this pedestrian path. I mean, I guess we can say that these pedestrian paths got cleaned just like roads, so that's why they don't have snow and they're not covered in the snow, because people clean paths and that's why we can see them. That's why they're not covered under snow. And yeah, we put bunch of covered under snow trees. I guess it's fell trees, and here let's put just a snowman because why not? I will later relocate it. But yeah, see, we have all the different stuff like a snowman, and here in front of the expo center I put this Christmas tree, like this. It is a plaza with like some, yeah, like a small shop and like benches, but yeah, for the most part it is a Christmas tree. Not the biggest Christmas tree. I guess I could find a bigger, but I wasn't able to find. I mean, I was looking for stuff, but that's what I found. Maybe there were bigger Christmas trees, but this one also looks great, I believe. So anyway, yeah, beautiful Christmas tree, and yeah, later we will put a bunch of parking lots in front of this expo center, because it makes the perfect sense, right, to have lots of parking lots when in front of the expo center or the arena or in front of the stadium or whatnot. And yeah, we're still here in our downtown area, and I put this huge bucking I'm not sure how it's called. You see, I was thinking whether or not to put the London Eye here, this I guess it is a Ferris wheel, but it had a bunch of grass, a bunch of trees, green trees, so that's why that didn't happen. Nope. Yeah, relocating our university. Later I will surround it with some nice decorations, like some nice paths and some nice trees and etc. And here I put this beautiful I guess it is called Air Canada Center or something, but you see the roof is white, the walls are made of this blue glass, like this windows, and that's what we need here, the buildings that are of white and blue color. So yeah, and it has this this maple tree, the maple leaves on it on the roof. So yeah, we continue our winter theme. And anyway, here I put this beautiful stadium because why not? The roof is of gray color, not white, but I don't think that it is a problem. See, we gotta have it here. So yeah, just for the variety, to make it all look much more interesting, we will have this stadium over here, and yeah, and later we will have some other expo centers or some interesting things. And yeah, let's just draw some more roads. Was not sure whether or not we need to actually surround our stadium with a circle, to put it in a circle, but yeah. So we will have an interesting road layout here, not the most common one, but yeah. So and just for the details, I put these billboards on the left and on the right. And yeah, now we put these one-way roads, just look at it just like an avenue, like the main entrance, if you will. But there are lots of entrances, as you can see, to this stadium, which is a good thing, right? A bunch of people and will visit our stadium, so we need a bunch of entrances. And yeah, talking about expo centers, I put this thing, not sure what it is, but yeah, the roof is white, so that's perfect. So you see, I checked, and as you could see, we have a lot of noise pollution in the downtown area. Yeah, interesting. Why? Interestingly, well, because there is lots of business and expo centers and the skyscrapers and stadium, so lots of noise pollution, and that's why I replaced our residential area with commercial area, because people don't live in the area with lots of noise pollution. Yeah, and now I was trying to put some parking lots. Yeah, but again, you see, that's what was the problem. The idea in Winter City is everything is covered under snow, but then we put these parking lots that and we get this pavement. But hey, if everything covered in the snow, why do we see these parking lots? But I mean, I guess we can say that everything got cleaned by the city services, or I don't know. So yeah, everything got cleaned, and that's why we can see these parking lots. We can see the pavement. It's not under the snow. And yeah, again, we put a bunch of trees, and yeah, some pine trees covered in the snow, and some leafless, I don't know, trees without leaves, how do you call them? Yeah, and here again some tree lines, but in Winter City the tree lines of covered under snow trees and yeah, surrounded with some bushes. Yeah, and we surround our stadium with some fir trees, some pine trees, snowy trees. And yeah, here what I was talking about is that we don't have the variety of buildings here. I didn't like the way like all the buildings had this same look, so that's why I add more buildings to our district theme, and yeah, and later I will even allow all the different kinds of buildings to grow here, because I wanted the variety. Yeah, because all the buildings were looking the same, so yeah. And here we come back to our European district, and I expand it furthermore. Really love these buildings that have these snowy roofs, and yeah, we expand furthermore to the entrance of the city, and we didn't really have the need for more electricity, but either way, I put more this winter or wind power things. Yep. And now we have demand for industry, it looks like, and that's why we're gonna zone more offices. And so yeah, and yeah, looks like I forgot about fire stations. Maybe, yeah, yep, I did, definitely did. So we put a couple of fire stations, and oh, what am I doing? Oh yeah, and I forgot about graveyards as well. So yeah, at first I was thinking whether or not to put graveyard over here. Just like I like to put a graveyard somewhere far away from the city, because I mean, I don't like the idea of people living next to the cemetery graveyard. But yeah. So I thought to put it really far away, like over there, as you could see. But no, we're gonna have it over here in the European district, but yeah, not close to the residential, but you'll see. So anyway, look at this, by the way. I didn't really have a chance to point that out. We have this beautiful cornered buildings, and this one is like 45 degrees corner. So yeah, and they look really beautiful, and they really add the variety and really add the details. And we could have these cornered buildings and put them in corners. We have 3 types of them: 45 degrees, 50 and 35, I believe. So again, in the description, the Winter Wonderland collection on Steam Workshop. It has all the variety of these beautiful winter buildings and stuff. And yeah, there you can find this beautiful cornered building, and you see I put some more of these nice buildings. And yeah, I mean, I just love them. Yeah, and now I put this coal power plant, and again, there wasn't really much the need for it, but oh yeah, I see why I put it. It's because over here we're gonna have forest industry. Oh yep. Because you see, we have these forests that consist of these pine trees. Even though they're covered under snow, so what? It is winter, but our forest industry can still function. And so, and I didn't really want to create this dirty industry, this this common usual dirty industry. So that's why we have forest industry instead, because we have a bunch of forest here, a lot of forests, I don't know, here, and so why not? I have this invisible things, I don't know how to call them, like you have power lines, but you see, I got this invisible ones, so that's this way they don't give us this bad look with, because sometimes power lines can look good, but for the most part I don't like them. So but anyway, we got our forest industry, and I guess our demand for industry decreased a little bit, but we still have it. So later we will zone some more, and we will zone some more offices as well, because they are part of industry. And as you can see, I put these parking lots again in front of the stadium, and just a bunch of trees here and there. And we come back to our roundabout, where we have this interesting looking fountain. It's like a frozen fountain with green water. I don't know, maybe it's just the lights, maybe the water is not green in that fountain, maybe it's like the lights that make water look green. But anyway, it's like the frozen fountain. But I mean, it works, right? And so we surrounded it with some more trees, and again we come back to our theme manager, to our district themes, because we have this same looking buildings, and I didn't like that. So we will add more buildings later. And here, another beautiful thing, another beautiful touch. Look at this. We have this hill, kind of, and that's why we put this. Oh Jesus, how do you call this even? Observation, maybe observatory, observatory thing, and like we put this different things like for the science purposes, and like this observatory, and this way it kind of like overlooks the city, and it's on the hill, and it's like a beautiful nice touch, just like a little small idea for you. Just this way you can have this little touch. So it overlooks the city, and why not we zone some more high density commercial and just try to fill the city with a bunch of buildings. We put another elementary school because we had lots of demand there, and I put this nice church, again covered in the snow. We already have it over here, you see, in that like small park that we have in the European district. We'll come back to it later. I will make it more beautiful, the park in the European district. But so we have like a church covered in the snow and all these beautiful things. And now we zone some more. Because you see, we don't have really demand for commercial, so that's why we need to supply our demand for in industry and for residential, and hopefully we will get some demand for commercial later. So and in the very beginning of the episode I created this waterfront, and it has this cypresses, this little, you see these little trees, these little plants, and they're green, they're not covered in the snow. But you see, because of the winter color correction, this green trees on the waterfront. They look black, not green, so I guess it's all good. So we came back to our waterfront and terraformed it a little bit, just so it really looks like a waterfront. We will come back to it later. You see, I'm just all over the place. Yeah, and here we just create some more small little touches, create this beautiful tree lines of trees without leaves. And yeah, I was thinking, what else should I put? And yeah, we will have some more tall buildings later. And here I forgot about the pipelines, so yeah, we expanded that. And here let's just decorate our another roundabout with some more trees. You see, I use different techniques. Sometimes we put bushes in circles, sometimes we put pine trees, sometimes we put trees without leaves, and you see, like, some different types of decorations. But yeah, so we surrounded our roundabout with some trees. Oops, excuse me. And yeah, now let's have more roads. And yeah, I really love the avenue that we have. Really see, like, that avenue with one-way roads and the tree lines in the side, and on the both sides of the avenue we have this European looking building, so it's all good. Now we come back to our small little park, like in the middle of the European district. Like you see, we have these European looking buildings and that surround our park, and like, so yeah, in the middle we have a park. So we have this church, you see, and with snow-covered pine trees, and we got these little trees, and we put a bunch of bushes, just make it all really beautiful. And we got a parking lot, and yeah, just all the different kinds of trees, and really love this church with snowy roof. Yeah, and we have all these buildings with snowy roofs, so that's good. And yeah, you see, I'm just all over the place. We come back to our stadium now, and I really felt like we need more parking lots, though, so that's what we do here. And yeah, I put this 1x5, I guess. I put these parking lots over here, and then some pavement. Again, I could put the pavement all over here, like surround our stadium with pavement, because it makes the perfect sense, right? It's like, yeah, usually you get the stadiums not built on the grass. They build stadiums on the pavement, but we have Winter City here, and it's like the idea is that most of the pavement is covered under snow. So I hope that makes sense for you. I guess it does make sense, but I hope it does make sense for you. And yeah, now we surround this expo center with a small expo center with white pine trees, covered in the snow pine trees, because you see this expo center has some greenery, which is a bit of a problem, but oh well. And I felt the need to kind of like hide the greenery with snowy trees. Hopefully I did a good job. And here I get this weird but interesting looking thing. It's like a pile of something. It works great for industry, and this thing is called like salt, like a pile of salt we have. But you see, we got this it's white, it's of white color, so it's like industry got some, I don't know, some stuff, and it covered under snow. So anyway, and I got the gas thing there, because why not, just to supply our industry with some gas, I don't know. And so anyway, you see, I put another skyscraper, Transamerica Pyramid, maybe that's how it's called. So from San Francisco. Yeah, just to have more skyscrapers, just so our skyline looks even more interesting. And I put this how is it called? It's from Seattle. Yeah, there's no way I can remember how it's called, but this beautiful thing, and it got some greenery, so we surrounded with some snow-covered pine trees. And you see our observatory, I hope that's how it's called, observatory, didn't have electric power, so I've put some wind power plants to supply them with electricity. And here I zoned some more commercial, but we don't have demand for commercial. I don't know why have I done that, or did I do that anyway? Because no commercial will grow, and because of that, over here, hopefully I will zone some offices instead. See, we put a bunch of trees over here, and yeah, let's just expand our roads over here a little bit and cover it up a little bit, a little bit of everything. And yeah, we have this avenue, and yeah, hopefully I will zone some offices later, because yeah, we have this really weird demand for things. But anyway, and we come back to our huge, beautiful Expo center, and I felt like we have this empty space here, and I didn't like it. We could pretend that there is a beautiful layout covered under snow, but I didn't really want to pretend, so instead we gotta have a beautiful layout. We use pedestrian paths to create interesting layout. And so I create these circles, symmetric circles, and we will have just this hopefully interesting looking layout, and just to make things look more interesting. And yeah, you see, we got these pedestrian paths, and we will surround all the emptiness with a bunch of trees. Yeah, here and there and everywhere. These snow-covered trees, and in the middle of the circles we will put, just for the variety, you see, the trees without leaves, and and just all the different kinds of trees, as always. It's like a park. Yeah, it's like we created a nice kind of like small park around our expo center. And and let's just try and fill our emptiness, the rest of our emptiness, with a bunch of trees. And again, we come back to our waterfront. I mean, this whole episode, I kept on forgetting about our waterfront, but let's just work with our ground a little bit. I use this terraforming tool, and the water level got a little bit high, but it's all gonna be good, don't worry. And so we have this beautiful waterfront in front of the expo center. Great waterfront. And now I put a bunch of other tall buildings. This one is not like a skyscraper, but it is still tall. Just to put some more buildings in our downtown area. And here we have like this supermarket. Because we have a train station that is like small, so I didn't really want to put tall buildings right next to this small train station. So it's kind of like an exponential growth, maybe exponential. So you have the tall building like right next to it, a little bit shorter, and then shorter, and then shorter, and like this way it all looks like natural, maybe, I don't know. And now we come back to our university. I was just all over the place, truly, but either way, we surround our university with some nice greenery, with pine trees of different shades and of different color, and and we put some bushes all around the place, and yeah, and trees are there and everywhere. Yeah. But yeah, again, I mean, we will it is almost the end of this episode, but a lot of stuff has already been done, but I'm sure I will do even more work off camera, because it already was a long episode. Like 40 minutes is a long episode for me because usually I create shorter ones. But yeah, you see, I put a bunch of trees all over the place, just to, you know, they always add this better level of decoration, I guess. And here we got this empty space, so let's just put this supermarket thing and surround it with some pine trees. Yep. And we put these trees all over the place. And you see, we already got some commercial growing, so that's good, but still not that much. So yeah, I will later zone some more offices, just so we got some buildings. And yeah, you see, I zone offices because offices gonna grow because we have demand for industry, but industry, nope. And again, I create some pedestrian paths, but not much, because the idea is that the most of it is covered under snow. But yeah, so you see, we got all these different kind of districts, and we got the central business district with this skyscrapers, and the European district with this shorter ones, and the Expo center with the waterfront. So you see, really beautiful looking, right? I mean, yeah, I hope you like it, and if you did like it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Again, I'm so sorry that the live stream was a failure. It was just a disaster, to be completely honest, but thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for the overlook of this winter city. So goodbye.